All right.
That's split. That's split right there.
Blimey, are them skates bally? That is hard, man. The first time I got run over, I was wearing a balaclava, actually. I wasn't running away from like the local corner store that I just robbed or anything like that. I was actually walking home from primary school with my mum and my mate. I thought my mum said go. She actually said no, but I couldn't hear because she'd forced me to wear this ridiculous balaclava. I'm pretty sure she knitted it herself. Either she did or my gran did. It was proper thick, itchy thing, and it wasn't the one that covered your whole face. It was just like, I had this part on show, I just couldn't hear a single thing. So obviously, I walk out into the road and get run over. Luckily for me, it was only my foot that got run over. But the woman who ran me over was raging.
What?
I think you've misunderstood what's happened here, love. You've ran me over. Not the other way round. I didn't kick your car. Either way, when I was asked if I was okay, I said, yeah, I just really want to go home because I'm desperate for a wee. The next week, I had to meet a road safety guy to teach me how to cross roads, and I explained to him, I have no problem crossing roads. What I have a problem with is this balaclava. I can't hear a friggin' thing, man. Although my road safety skills are still debatable because I got run over twice since then. It's not put me off balaclavas though, and I'll definitely get one of these.
Consume.
So the balaclavas are a part of a line called Shattered. This was inspired when some no-hoper tried to throw a brick through them skate shop window. You've got 3 different colour ballies, you've got a short sleeve t-shirt, you've got a long sleeve t-shirt. And what a way to turn it around when somebody comes and smashes up your shop and you're like, make a bit of coin off of this, just spin a t-shirt out this one. That's good thinking, man. I like it. If I would have thought of that when I got run over, I could have released some like school shoes with like tyre marks on them, or like took a picture of my battered shoe and put it on a t-shirt. That would have been pretty handy. The new Keaton Newsom wheels have arrived at Bloom and pre-orders will be shipping this week. What I really like about Bloom is that 15% of each sale goes towards like a good cause. In this case, it's going towards suicide prevention lifeline.org. Also, in addition to this, Keaton's royalties, which is like $5 per set, will also be donated. These were designed by Keaton's mum with original art by Rich Taylor. This is amazing, and it's great to see brands doing things like this. The happiest and nicest bloke in rollerblading, Tony Woodland's bagged himself a pro wheel. 64mm, 90A, got a lovely sunflower on there, and Tony's cause is going to be Black Lives Matter. I've also got an exclusive sneak peek at another new pro wheel coming from Bloom soon. Look at that, man. There's going to be an edit to go with it, and there's also going to be new merch on the way. Tree Rollerwear have dropped a rocker new gear. First of all, you've got this t-shirt which is in collaboration with illustrations, got a massive back print, got a bird on there with like a swirly eye. Really cool, interesting design. They've got the yellow mammoth t-shirt with a great big mammoth on there. Some really lovely colours, actually. Kind of 70s vibe to it. Can imagine it being a band tee from like the 70s, and like this band used to go on stage and just absolutely melt people's faces with these solos. Like, ooh, proper psychedelic freak out. They're also in the bearing game. They've got some ABEC 9s and ABEC 7s presented in these lovely little jewellery boxes. 8 bearings in each set. You get these lovely little keyrings as well. That's nice, isn't it? And you know these bearings definitely would have been put through their paces by Levi van Rijn, who was their first team rider. Muzzle posted up this. Now I don't know if it's just a branded pen or it's the book as well, because their site's on private. It'd be great if it was both, mate. Grab that combo, write a list of your friends, write a list of your enemies in there, the tricks that you want to do, all that kind of stuff. Mate, I love branded accessories. I'd absolutely blow a gasket if they came out of an ink eraser or up themselves and got one of those pens that does, you know, all the different colours. That'd be superb. A tin pencil case, a lunchbox. And I know some people might be thinking, well, you can't really send a kid to school with a lunchbox that says muzzle on it. Nah, man, it's really adults, right? It's for people when you go skating. Like, have you ever put a loose banana in your bag? Oh my God, the state of those things when you come out like, how am I seriously going to eat this? What's happened to this? Looks like it's been on the front line. Awful. Lunchbox, get it in there. Get it secure. Get your boiled eggs in there, get your crisps in there, get your juice. Brilliant idea. Matey boy Brandon Drummond has dropped a couple of new sweatshirts for his brand Lace. Nice embroidered jumpers on there with some flames scorching off him. I'm pretty sure it's summertime in New Zealand, but Brandon is such a nice guy. He's like, the rest of the world is on winter, they need sweaters. I'm gonna make a sweater, I'm gonna go out there in the summertime, in the friggin' boiling heat, sweating cobs and make an edit for the people. He's a lovely bloke. I see Barney got his pro skate and is absolutely buzzing about it.
Watch.
Levi Turbo Van Rijn has put out an edit for Tree as he's their first team rider, and it's him bucking it around the streets, getting absolutely raucous. So much energy, loads of power, great tricks, control, style. It's all in there, man. You've got to go and watch this thing. Give Bolino anything with wheels and he'll do you some elite level stuntery. It's unbelievable how talented he is. It's so good. He's on the roller skates, the blades, the skateboard. I'd quite like to see him on a unicycle, maybe even a wheelbarrow. Hey mate, get him on the wheel of friggin' fortune. Give him a wagon wheel and see what he can do with that. It's unbelievable. Just the talent has transferred to roller skating. Is he like one of the best roller skaters now as well? Mate, he surely must be like. This is an absolutely wicked edit, man. Makes me want to buy a pair as well. He does them such a good service. Go and check this out. I quite fancy putting a bet on Bolino winning the blading and the roller skating at the Blade Cup this year. Wizard advanced frames, Leon Basin, stunning. Such graceful skating, so smooth, so elegant. Super tech as well, I absolutely love it. I bet you get a better ride out of these things than you do out of London Northwestern trains, those old rickety things. And the frames just look beautiful. So shiny, they look like such a great piece of kit, man. Remind me of like a bullet train or something. You've got to watch this edit just to see the things that Leon can get up to in these skates. Such a good advert for them. Really interesting locations as well. I absolutely love it, man.
Listen.
Man, I remember Rawlinson from one of the first ever skate videos I got.
Rock the front tie, baby.
Some free advice too. I absolutely loved that thing. Had a really good soundtrack as well. This is a great interview. Rawlinson is full of loads of stories. He's got some great history, man. Also talk about the first ever like filmed street battle where he had to hand over his skates at the end because he lost. Definitely go and check this one out. All round good egg. Brandon Drummond was up on Jan Welsh's podcast Now and Then. They talk everything about New Zealand because that's where he's from, skating and growing up in New Zealand. They talk about his shows that he's got going on with YouTube, and he has a massive presence. He's also got a friggin' subreddit, he's on Twitch, man. He's got absolutely all angles covered, and he does like obviously blading news, he does like tutorials, like tips and stuff like that, general vlogs, does a massive variety of video. And I think it's really good, man. I think he's a really good ambassador for rollerblading. I think he'll have a broad appeal, so he'll bring in lots of eyes, and he's doing bloody great work. So shout out to Brandon, man, really interesting one. He's got his head screwed on, he's got some great ideas and some great thoughts. Go and check this one out, man. And that's about it. If you like this video, there's this one here which I did in the week about 10 iconic blade tricks. Like, comment, subscribe. I've got a Patreon with a couple of new tiers in there. There's a PayPal donation thing if you want to help support me, and do it all again next week. Spotty Dog.